So, why are women attracted to social circles? Why are women attracted to status? Well, we're going to discuss that in today's video. We've done a lot of discussions on this channel about how to attract women or your wife or a girlfriend through social circles, but we haven't talked much about why. And so, to explain it, let's talk about a very common scenario. Let's say you walk into a bar, the most popular cocktail bar in your city, the local hotspot, the usually, kind of trendy place that's got good decorations and is Instagrammable, where the beautiful women go, the well dressed, cool guys go. You know what I'm talking about. You know the drill. Let's say that you walk in there. What are you going to typically see? You're going to see bars, you're going to see staff, you're going to see people kind of spread out and all over the place. So there's some common things that pop up. Groups of a couple women, just a couple of friends might be there. There's also going to be groups of women, kind of gaggles, so to speak, of chicks. And then there's going to be guys, right? Maybe a couple wingmen, just two dudes that might be there. There might even be a group of guys, same way, big group of dudes. And if you pay very, very close attention, there's usually also going to be one large mixed group. Okay. This could be kind of more or less like, if you pay attention closely, there's going to be the cool kids. And so, usually, if you're at one of these spots, the cool kids are in a mixed group and it's a larger, what we would consider like it's been called a hub, it's been called a beehive, it's been called, really kind of more or less just like it's a big group, and they're kind of positioned over by the bar. Maybe they're sequestered in their own area. So you've got all kinds of different dynamics and all kinds of different people going on, but really there's going to be one large attractive group mixed with men and women. And so, why is this compelling, and why is it noticeable, and why is it attractive? So, from within this nucleus, within this group of people, what's happening is it has gravity. So there's individuals that all know each other, and each connection in there is a social anchor point. And so the more social anchor points there are, the more that this creates mass. And mass creates gravity, and it's compelling. And so it kind of draws people into it. And so the psychological reason that women, especially, and especially women that are maybe just there with a friend, right? Like a group of two women would be compelled, is because the gravity, really what it is signaling is power. Okay. And so the question that you need to understand is, why are women attracted to power? Why? Why does power attract women? Well, it's because power is correlate to safety. So she recognizes that she is more safe within the nucleus. She's safer, especially extremely gorgeous and attractive women are safer contained within the nucleus of a surrounding social community that has gravity and magnitude. Because think about it. I mean, what's better, being in the middle of a safe group of people, or out on the outskirts where you've got the guys that, don't have any sort of like, magnitude or any sort of power approaching them. They're just a little bit more vulnerable from outside a group. So that's the real reason, right? Is because it's a safety thing. And power is a signal for safety. Status is more or less a signal for power. And this is why women are interested in power and status. Now, it's not necessarily like what is attracting her per se, but it's what's compelling about it. So that's just something that you need to keep in mind. It's not a bad thing to be at a bar even by yourself or going out alone. I've maybe done that like once or twice in my entire life, because I don't know who's psycho enough to enjoy that. But if you've ever been out with just a wingman, the reason that it might be tougher to kind of spark things up from scratch is, a lot of the time, man, you're just not dealing with any sort of gravity or power. Like, you have a deficit of leverage. And so you're leaning on and you're relying on things like looks and charisma to spark curiosity and interest and build comfort and generate these things. These things can be generated, right? So you can generate them, which requires skill, but you can also manufacture and build it. And so that's the kind of the missing key is why not build it and manufacture it and have the ability to generate it as well. That's when you're super lethal. So something to keep in mind is I don't care how many social skills you have, how charismatic you are, I don't care how good looking you are, you're not going to be maximizing your opportunities in life unless you're able to create gravity, unless you're able to create this, magnetic pull, because that's power, right? And power is safety, and that's what you're creating. So, see you guys in the next video. If you want my team to help you quickly meet new people and build a social circle, there's a link below this video, and it's going to take you to a free course that breaks down my concepts, my training, and my strategy to rapidly create a social circle. And then there's also a link below that in case you want to speak directly with me and my team to install things like ads to get women messaging you, and then frameworks to help you to actually curate events and host parties where you can then, take advantage of having power and creating more comfort and safety so you can be more successful at dating. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.